All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to episode 8 of Can I Solo? So, last time we did City of Ash 2 and Crypt of Hearts 2. These were actually long ones. I actually wasn't sure if we could even beat Crypt of Hearts solo, but we did, and that was pretty exciting. So today, we're going to be doing Darkshade 2 and Tempest. I don't think any of these are too crazy. And as for our DLC... we're just kind of doing these in random orders just because I guess what I think I can do. So if we have time, I wanted to try Bal Sunnar because I think I can actually... I've never tried doing it solo. I don't think there's anything that would stop us, but you never know. I just kind of hope things go as smoothly as planned. Let's see... Okay, so Selene's and Darkshade. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far, by the way. It's actually pretty interesting to see how I can adapt to a lot of these dungeons nowadays and how things change.
I understand your concerns. But think of the potential reward.
All right, let's do this.
These woods have long been rumored to house a powerful forest spirit.
There's something off about these Bosmer. My woodland friends, I come with good tidings from the Mages Guild.
This is a new skill with update 44. It's one of the describing ones, and
There is no need for weapons.
I want to try it out actually. So basically what it is you have to double bar it, but it puts a banner. And the way I built it was increased magical damage, reduced health and magic, which ultimately that's not a big deal. How did those pull, by the way? I didn't even... I don't even think I ran out. Okay, so the way I built it was magical damage done, but it, like, the reduced resources came with that increased magical damage. I probably could have swapped that for like some sort of elemental, like lightning. Enchant your closest pet for 5 seconds to heal a nearby ally each time it deals damage, which is self-heal, which is nice. If you don't have a pet, you deal shock damage. This is one that's actually used in PvP builds. And grants minor heroism, granting one ultimate every 1.5 seconds, so just more ult, which is always nice. So, the way it works is you have to keep it slotted. If you had 2 bars, you keep it double barred. But we're trying it out. I think it works better on Arcanist, but not bad on Sorc as well. It's like, especially if you're doing Oaken Sorc, which is 1 bar. Literally one less button you have to deal with.
Kill them.
Yes,
Haste our steel.
All right, let's do this. But also another good thing is, like, when you're group members, if it's in a like group setting, obviously, if they stand in it, they get buffs as well.
Longclaw would hunt tonight, and here you are. The Forest Mother was right again. See how she takes care of us.
Let's go.
My daughters. You may have taken their lives, but Longclaw's daughters are not gone. Selene blessed them with her gift, the gift of spirit life. See their hunt begin anew.
The goal for this boss is basically, if you are in a group, your tank will take the ads and keep the boss range taunted, and DPS just really just focus the main boss. If you're soloing, obviously just try to AoE everything down, focus main boss, but it's not really a big deal. This used to be, I wouldn't say this is ever a hard dungeon, even back 7-8 years ago, whatever. More just like a, this is what we do differently now. We just burn the boss. Ooh, I do notice the minor heroism going off now. That's actually really nice.
Are you stuck or choosing to remain still?
I wonder if this means that Sorks can use the damage Twilight, but I mean, having a nice heal is still really nice.
That was easy. I'm not afraid of you.
Okay. Just funneling them out one by one. Very cool.
Deal with them. I'm nearly finished.
Yes, mistress.
I will say though, if you're trying to play like a super easy build, like Oaken Sork or just like Oaken Soul Ring plus any class is probably the way to go. It is kind of boring playing with like 2 buttons, but at the same time, like, some people like that.
Let's rock.
Ooh, I wonder how popular this is going to be in Cyrodiil. Like, one person runs the banner in ball groups. This makes it very difficult for people fighting well-organized groups.
Selene protects. Selene destroys. Selene will rule all.
No remorse. The day is ours.
I still have to do the quest to get the new companions. Like, I started the quest, I just haven't finished it. Easy. So this boss, you take it down to 60%, and then you go to the second phase. It'll summon, basically you kill this one, and then it spawns Selene, like in her other form. So you kind of want to save your ult for second phase, especially because there's a little bit of downtime. So like once it drops, you could pop your ult, because she's gonna web you, and then this is the downtime to keep your dots up and keep your damage going.
Look what they've done to our home. Rip them apart. I need aid.
On hard mode, that bear is a one-shot.
I need healing.
So what you look for once she drops the bear
Get out of
is
there.
basically she raises her arms. Yeah, like right there. And then she looks like she's channeling a heavy, which is the bear.
Aid me.
Having like unlimited ult is always pretty nice. Like the regen is just going off constantly. Got our tickets for the day. That's cool. I logged in this morning and this is like, I just want to do a video for dungeons. I'm like, oh, nice. Let's do it. Okay, next. Darkshade 2. May not recall during combat. I actually do wonder how far I can leash all of these enemies, since the only thing we have to go through is the door on the second boss. This is probably going to be a little bit scuffed, I'm going to be honest, because I'm going to have ads fighting me at all times. And I'm going to get CC'd from the boss mechanic. So hoping for the best. Yeah, the scribs are going to wreck me. Oh god. Can I survive this? So basically those draining scribs will CC you, knock you down and everything. They're down. Now we just fight the boss.
Now you're just showing off.
Oh, they respawn? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that. Like, even back in the day, people would just melt the boss before that even happened. So, like, I didn't even know they respawned. Good to know. Ooh, the enemies are still funneling down from when we ran. Dude, they're still funneling.
Did me a whole lot of good. About time someone showed up. Have we met before? Yes. You're the one who caught that rat. Turbo.
This is a fun dungeon because you could run through a lot of things. Like, I think you can run straight to the final boss. Global is actually an annoying one to solo just because it has like literal phases. And basically you would have to get it down. So we're just gonna do it. We could skip it since we're not on the quest or anything. So the way this boss works is you kill the ads. The thing will target one person, in this case always me. You don't want to stand in that. And you kill the netchlings, and then you see how it shoots a lightning to break his shield. You kill enough netchlings, and then the boss will drop.
I need a healer.
It is kind of annoying, actually, but this is an old dungeon, so that's what it is. And then the way you can see how damaged the shield is look at the electric sparks on the bubble. If it gets like more of them, that means the shield is more damaged. Usually in a full group you just one cycle it. That does hurt on bed, actually, believe it or not. Bastion. How does Final Fantasy XIV make companion NPCs? Well, not really companions, but like the NPCs actually understand mechanics. They move out of bad. But then ESO companions literally stand in the dumbest things. I don't understand how Final Fantasy AI does it right.
What did I ever do to that Netch?
I think the agent is the cause of what we witnessed here.
All right, so this one, that's a bunch of ads. It's actually fun to see how high you can get your DPS numbers, but for the sake of you know, just clearing, we're just gonna kite it. If I had an ult, that would have been a lot nicer, actually. What you normally do is you don't pull everything. Like if you were just actually doing it intendedly, you could pull them like one wave at a time instead of all of them. You have to kill all of them. I don't think you can just skip it, by the way. It does count as a boss, even though it's just a wave. Hard stuck in combat again. What did we do? Oh. Okay, so final boss is Engine Guardian. This one was a really good one. I still see people in PvP use the monster set because it just regens resources. So I could show you what it is. So it drops these, the Engine Guardian pieces, and then whenever you cast an ability that costs resources, you have a chance to summon Dwemer Automaton that regens resources. So it's a good PvP one. In PvE, all you have to do is, you know, have a healer. But anyway, this boss, the vet hard mode mechanic is not to use the lever because the arena will go poisonous, and basically there's a dot on you at all times. Even back in the day, it wasn't hard. You just do more damage and then you don't worry about any mechanics. So basically, if you've ever done Maelstrom, it's kind of like that. You kind of follow around the boss, and then whatever color the Engine Guardian glows is what happens. So like green would mean the arena is poisonous. Usually you kill the ads. And what happens when it turns red, you don't want to stand near it because it does fire. So, and then whatever you do, just don't touch the levers. That's hard mode mechanic. The levers, what they do is they cleanse the poison effect, I believe. It's been a while. No one does it. Fun. Are people getting feathers from the purple coffers? Because I'm not. Yes, I know the screen is turning red. That's like the arena is breaking. No, it's not you. All right, let's get out of here. Next, I want to try Bal Sunnar. I don't think anything is gonna stop us, but you never know. Like, something could just be insane, stupid. So you know, this is the most recent trifecta I got with my group, and it took us a couple months actually, because it was like we could do them all individually. Like every boss, we could do deathless, and this is actually the title you get for doing that. So it's like Bal Sunnar, Temporal Tempest is the trifecta that we got earlier this year, and that was kind of crazy. I'm probably gonna have to skill swap some stuff in a little bit.
Warn the others! The scourge has returned!
Let me in, you fools! Naive to think that a gate stops me.
Push through the opposition. We must find the distortion. The scourge has come!
Holy.
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
Have you ever seen anything like
Behemoth Slam, kind of crazy.
No luck on my end.
Okay, so there's 3 side areas, and usually in DLC dungeons. I'm going to show you how to do this one, simply because some people just don't get it. So, basically, you have to match the totem with the totem poles in the back. And the way it works is you go from right to left, right? So, for example, the blue, or the shell, and the green will be on top. And then, and then it'll be like blue, green, white, and then red. So the order will be blue at the top, green, white, red. And so you just trial and error. Well, I mean, just like certain patterns. So you just have to know which ones. It's been a while. I don't remember which exact order. And then they'll glow. Okay, so bottom 2 are good. Oh no. Blue, green, white, and then red is bottom. So yeah, that's how you solve the puzzle. It goes from right to left. And you just do that. For this next one, I think we can leave banner on. I am trying to save my ult, actually, for the boss.
As though a knot has formed in time.
So if you're doing this on vet or any like hard mode, it'll do laser beams, right? So think of a tic-tac-toe board, and the enemies and the main ads from the portal spawn in the center, and so the beams also go in the center. So you want to stay in like the middle spot. Manipulate is a heal check. Obviously, the more people you have, the harder it is. And then you just want to... The beams kind of go in a very similar pattern, so it's going to cross over here every single time you do it. And sometimes it does Verge, which teleports the boss onto someone else.
creatures of the past obey my will?
If you're using Ansel, the DPS would interrupt this one. And then you'll get a DPS bonus for interrupts.
Do you see now? My power has no limit.
Is that a Damn, okay, hold on, let me fix that. Magic is not an issue.
You'll be avenged.
Trade health for that. Do I want more defensives or do I want more damage? Try this one.
Come on then, Scourge! Do you feel a drift? Too fast! Creatures of the past, obey my will.
Starting to realize I should probably hold my ult for the main boss.
Do you see now?
I thought I could actually melt it before it did all that. That's fine. He's gonna teleport over there next.
So easy to shred. Your future arrives early.
Usually a tank will turn that around.
Now you see how I control your fate. Do you feel a drift? Over here.
Dude, how long does this manipulate? Holy, this lasts so long.
I exist.
So it's going into the final phase.
Time.
You kill the boss and then kill the like mini and then the boss will come out somewhere.
Fast as light. Feel the weight of time. How?
Jesus, that was a heavy, like, there's a lot of incoming damage.
The threads are too many. The knot is too tight. I can't. It's gone.
So this dungeon
Moved.
is a lot of, you know, going into the future and past. So there's like what here, where you like time shifted essentially.
Probably built.
This is actually a really good dungeon, story-wise. And the bosses are pretty cool as well.
Keep them on the defensive.
I'd hope to stay clear from violence, but times are dire. Now, find the distortion. Hurry.
That's it. Are you hurt?
Bring them down.
I could do the other side too. I mean, like, I don't think we need it, but I could do it just to show you what it's like.
Not let them near it.
You don't belong here.
How did you learn about discovery?
So these things right here, the little orbs, you interrupt them, and the next boss I'm gonna have to slot interrupt on.
The day will be ours.
So this is going to the optional second boss, and honestly, it's not even that bad.
They are mine.
And what happens if you don't interrupt it? It's a one shot. Like you let the channel go off. It kills you. All right, so we're going to the side area, and what you do here is you free the behemoth, and you fight the little like slaver boss.
Such miserable attempts at escape. And for what?
So the mechanics in here is you'll see a red thingy above your head throughout the fight, and those will follow you. It's kind of like the grapefruits. They'll follow you and explode. And what you want to do is like explode near the rocks, so that way you have an open path. Otherwise, don't stand in red. You could dodge roll through all this as well. Like, for example, if you want to do that, get rid of them. Iframe dodge roll. There's actually a lot of them because usually it picks one per player. And so when you're soloing it, this is a little bit different. I want to ult, but I feel like he's gonna teleport. No, Bastion. Ooh.
Can't defeat me.
A little bit different when you're soloing it, isn't it? What does that do? Vitality is probably like max health. Okay. Weapon damage increase on the first one. Ancestral vitality is magic gun stam recovery. Last one is health, but I'm not even gonna bother doing the last one. It's the puzzle is so much trial and error. So what we have to do for the upcoming boss is slot an interrupt. There's a lot of movement and stuff we have to do as well. It's gonna do a lot of jumps. It's gonna be a bunch of ads.
Defend our home.
Oh, and it targets companions too. I didn't know that.
Here you are.
So usually the tank has to go to the closest one while DPS and healer can stay into far. However, if the tank stays into further one, it'll shoot AoEs and like put a puddle on the ground. So ideally, what I have to do is stay in the closer one every time. Whereas in other times, I would just be okay in the middle. So now we have a bunch of ads coming up, and melt the ads, kind of going.
Spread out. The creature's releasing its power.
On vet, you have to actually hold block and heal. On hard mode, it comes from all three angles, so you have to have it's a heal check.
Oblivion take you.
That orb! Stop it!
Where are you going, Bastion?
Get to the light! Track that orb and stop.
Should only be one, right?
Tapping into the distortion's power.
So yeah, we're gonna get hit by some fireballs because I'm rezzing. Wait, this is distortion. Never mind, we're good. We just got a bunch of ads.
Quickly now! It's about to release!
I actually would like to keep my stam. In harder difficulties, you have to block through this. You no way around it. But yeah, that's basically all the mechanics. That's annoying.
Everything you've got.
Jeez, Bastion just getting one shot.
Disable that orb!
Hello. I'm gonna need you to leave me alone. Don't.
Disable that orb!
Oh. If I died at 1%, I would have actually been upset. Bastion. Why?
Distortion! That creature destabilized it! I can't control it! moved us. Again. But what era? Up the rope seems the only way out. Go. I'll catch my breath.
Is this only while in combat?
What happened here?
Heroism?
Did the distortion cause this? Fire falls from the sky. Buildings destroyed. Such chaos. A temple of Peria? What have they done? Go to the temple. I need to understand what happened.
Just running towards the final door, and then we either AoE it or we get clapped. Ooh, I was just like hard CC'd for all of that.
Vines welcome your soul.
Okay, well, at least 4 rooms worth of ads are despawned. There's that.
Here you are. The temporal distortion wasn't in the tower. I fear they built this temple around the knot. Let's go.
So do you still have to kill all the ads? Okay. All right, coming into the final boss.
Well, I was right.
There's a lot of dodging. There's a lot of time stops. I'll explain what you do when you get to it and how to do all the mechanics. I've done this on tank, healer, and DPS. So, first and foremost, dodge everything. You'll see a lot of AoEs on the ground. It's worse when there's more people because there's more puddles, obviously.
Keep the matriarch away from me while I focus.
I'm not going to make it.
So when you get the vomit thingy on you, I guess it doesn't matter when you're solo, but oh god, I'm in the puddle. I want to start that one over. I got like stuck. I should have moved with the puddle and everything.
I'll make them pay.
Finally, the chase ends here.
This might unironically be easier without Bastion. So what you... Okay, I'm just going to move out of that. So you hold block, and then... Otherwise, this will spread to other people. Dude, that AoE is large. Whenever the ads come out, you always focus the ads. There are going to be skeevers and slimes. So this is a heal check. Normal, it shouldn't really be a big deal, but what's going to happen is there's going to be a time stop bubble coming out, and on veteran and hard mode, these ads are invulnerable, and the way to damage them is you get them together and then freeze time, and then while your healer is healing you, the DPS has to cleanse all of that plus skeevers and everything, and it's really a very hard heal check, actually. Even for very experienced players, like it's rough. Tank will usually take this and then turn it around.
Fight? Good.
Bastion's cooked. Once we get through the second heal check tornado phase, we should be okay. The tick on hard mode is insane. Like, everyone has to have a self heal on. The healers have to be doing like extra heals. And there's more ads on that. Let me just stand outside of that. Always kill the slimes. They slow you and then put a dot on you. No! Oh god. Dude, that was 5 minutes. Ooh. Okay. It's kind of annoying. That happens. It's fine. When there was an ad up, I wish I killed the slime first for the phase. I literally just can't get hit by that.
You're a lifesaver.
Crit Surge would also be pretty solid here. Even if I wasn't getting hit, I'm just gonna keep that. Is it worth resing him? Generally, no.
I'm not dead yet.
Bastion ran through that puddle. Oh my god, companions are so bad. How did I get hit by that?
Harryite blesses you.
I am standing out of that. Probably gonna do her vomit thing again. Yep, it's coming out after teleport.
A gift from my lord.
Nope, I am going to stop DPSing and not get hit. I don't think I particularly needed that, but it's easier when you have a tank, I can tell you that for sure. It's 1%, I could just YOLO in, but I'm not going to do that, so we're taking an extra 5 minutes. Weird.
My lord, you failed me.
All right, well, that was a long one, actually. The dungeon had a few mistakes here and there. It's okay, though. We beat it. That's what matters. But yeah, that's the end of the dungeon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is obviously not out 7 years ago, but this is something we now we know we can solo. What do I want to do next? in episode 9 or whatever our next one is. So we did these. We'll probably do maybe the Tempest and Spindle. So yeah, we have 2 episodes of 4 normals left, and then so that's 2 more episodes at least, and then we did a few more. So maybe Graven Deep next. Then we got a bunch of these, but some of these may not be soloable just because of mechanic wise, not like skill check difficulty. So yeah, we'll figure that out next time. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.